Transportation is an important aspect of vacation planning, especially if you're leaving the country. That means you'll have to go through the stress of obtaining a passport if you don't already have one. But did you know that as an American citizen, you can vacation on charming, tropical, and paradisiacal islands without needing a passport? Yes, you certainly can. So without further ado, join us as we go over a list of 12 islands that offer you paradise without needing a passport. Number 1. Santa Catalina, California. If you're looking for exotic places on the west coast that don't require a passport, Santa Catalina Island is the place to go. Catalina Island, located just southwest of Los Angeles, is known for its incredible dive sites, as well as its upscale resort atmosphere. Its beaches with white sand are contagious, but walking through the island's palm-lined streets also provides moments of delight. Whether you're hiking to the summit of Mount Orizaba or having brunch in the resort town of Avalon, Catalina Island makes it easy to feel like you're on a tropical vacation, despite being only an hour away from mainland California. Number 2. Guam. Guam is a perfect destination for those who enjoy warm weather and sea life, and the best part is that no passport is required. The island is home to parks with incredible attractions for those who enjoy combining nature and fun, such as the Sigua Falls, which can be found at the top of Nimitz Hill. The water is crystal clear, the coral reefs are thriving, and the island has incredibly lush and perfect coral craters that appear to have been sculpted by bombs. Divers and snorkelers will never be bored between Apra Harbor, where World War I and World War II ships sank on top of each other, and Gun Beach, where stingrays eat for breakfast. Number 3. Vieques, Puerto Rico. Vieques is known as one of the most beautiful islands on the planet, making it an ideal destination for Americans without a passport. It has it all, including warm, crystal clear waters at the edge of some of Puerto Rico's best beaches and the opportunity to experience the magical glow of Mosquito Bay's bioluminescent light. The 134 square mile destination is also rich in wildlife, with beaches and virtually unexplored areas of vegetation. One of Vieques' most popular attractions is Playa Negra, a remote beach with both black and brown specks. Number 4. Key West, Florida. Key West is well known for being one of the best, if not the best, places in the Caribbean to visit without needing a passport. The island belongs to the Florida Keys archipelago and is located in the extreme south of the state. It has a tropical climate with frequent brilliant blue skies, swaying palms, picturesque beaches, and a laid-back island vibe, as well as a long list of things to do. You can find everything here, whether you want to have fun and get wild, or you want to unwind and take it easy. Number 5. Ocracoke Island, North Carolina. Ocracoke is the Outer Banks' most remote island, settled in the mid-18th century, and home to the East Coast's oldest operating lighthouse. The lighthouse is also the second oldest in the country, and it can be seen from all over Ocracoke, providing postcard-perfect photo opportunities from both land and sea. Ocracoke also has over 250 historic structures, the majority of which were built with materials salvaged from sunken ships, and it attracts a large number of visitors with its beautiful beaches, wild ponies, great dining with plenty of fresh seafood served at locally owned eateries, authentic crafts ranging from wood carvings to quilts, and a lively nightlife. Number 6. Hawaii. From the big island of Hawaii to Oahu, Lanai, Maui, Kauai, and Molokai, each Hawaiian island offers spectacular scenery with its own distinct flavor. You'll find incredible beaches and delicious eats no matter which you choose. But if you're looking for waterfalls and tranquility, Kauai may be the place to go. While the big island is home to a new land being formed by volcanoes and a number of jet black sand beaches, Oahu offers the chance to be swept up by the capital's kinetic energy, and Maui has a little something for everyone. Be sure to watch a video featuring the 30 most beautiful natural sites in Hawaii. Number 7. St. John, U.S. Virgin Islands. St. John Island is the smallest but the most beautiful of the 3 U.S. Virgin Islands. The laid-back island of St. John nicknamed Love City, is home to some of the world's most pristine, unspoiled beaches, making it one of the best places to snorkel in the Caribbean. You don't have to go far from shore to start interacting with sea turtles and rays as you swim above corals teeming with a kaleidoscope of brilliantly colored fish. On land, more than a dozen hiking trails crisscross the lush 5,500-acre national park, plus a variety of wildlife, beckoning adventurers. Number 8. Saipan, Mariana Islands. Saipan is the most populous of the North Mariana Islands, located just north of Guam, south of Japan, east of the Philippines, and west of Hawaii. The island is surrounded by beautiful sandy beaches and an offshore coral reef that forms a large lagoon. While the southern end of the island is densely packed with hotels and shops, the northern end boasts incredible scenery and is home to World War II sites such as the haunting Calabara Cave, Bird Island, Suicide Cliff, and the Japanese Last Command Post. No matter which beach you visit, there will be plenty of opportunities to snorkel, swim, or simply relax on the sand. Number 9. Amelia Island, Florida. Named one of the top 10 islands in the US by US Today Travel, Amelia Island is prized for its long stretches of peaceful beaches, natural beauty, unique history, and fascinating seaport character. The resort also has elegant accommodations, luxurious spas, championship golf courses, delectable dinners, and a variety of outdoor activities. From strolling through the historic center of Fernandina Beach in a comfortable horse-drawn buggy or setting sail on a local sunset boat tour to taking in the island's natural wonders on a Segway ride and enjoying a stand-up paddleboarding tour to observe the region's extraordinary wildlife, there is no shortage of things to keep you busy on Amelia Island. Number 10. San Juan, Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is a US territory, so this means no passport is needed to visit this tropical destination. San Juan, Puerto Rico's capital and largest city, is filled with delicious food, colorful architecture, and a rich culture. This place offers so much to do. Go ziplining at the Toro Verde Adventure Park, hike in the El Yunque National Forest, or swim in a bioluminescent bay. For sweeping ocean views, visit El Morro Fortress, and then head to El Escabron Beach for some fun in the sun. Number 11. South Padre Island. South Padre Island, with 34 miles of beautiful white sand and clear emerald water, is one of the world's most exquisite barrier islands, and Texas's only tropical island. Its calm weather and water and more than 300 days of sunshine make South Padre Island a great place to live and visit all year. This barrier island offers unrivaled beauty of Laguna Madre Bay and the Gulf of Mexico, and is an ideal year-round destination for visitors looking for a break from the daily grind. Kiteboarding is a popular recreational activity, and several sports outfitters provide deep-sea fishing trips and dolphin watching excursions. Number 12. St. Thomas, US Virgin Islands. St. Thomas is the Caribbean gateway island for the United States Virgin Islands. St. Thomas is ideal for back-to-back beach days, thanks to its endless shoreline and some of the clearest snorkeling waters outside of Hawaii. If you have never snorkeled before but want to give it a shot, go to Secret Harbor. This small bay is ideal for learning because it is free of waves. On land, you'd find Charlotte Amalie, the capital city and cruise port, full of brightly colored Danish colonial architecture and pirate legends. One of such pirate legends is Blackbeard's Castle, a rumored pirate lookout point. If you love...
Yeah. I'd like to welcome everybody to my podcast, man. I am your gracious host, Jupiter Knives. Sorry, I almost forgot my name, guys. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in to this, this podcast episode, this podcast show. That was 12 places that you can visit without a passport, guys. So a lot of people don't know that there's a lot of beautiful places that you can go without a passport, you know what I'm saying? And, so many times people think that it's the typical places you can go visit without a passport, but, people don't know about places like Guam, you know what I'm saying, other parts of the U.S. Virgin Islands, you know what I'm saying? There's tons of places you can go visit without a passport. And of course, if you do have your passport, you know what I'm saying, then you sliding, gliding, you know what I'm saying, doing your thing, and you just traveling all over the world. Your passport book is being stamped like crazy, you heard? So, shout out to the people who do have their passports, you know what I'm saying, and experiencing different cultures in other places besides the U.S. A lot of times the U.S. paints other countries as being third world countries and them being poor when you go to visit these places, you get a totally different perspective on these places and how beautiful their country is and how beautiful the people are, and not just beautiful on the outside, but beautiful on the inside, and how friendly people are in other countries. You know what I'm saying? This is not for all countries, You're going to have some rotten apples in the bag when you go to other countries, but for the most part, you're going to have good experiences when you go to other countries. And my goal is to visit other countries like Fiji and Tanzania, you know what I'm saying, Africa, of course, France. I want to go to France, and I just want to see everything. Italy, you know what I'm saying. I want to go to Germany, I want to go to Australia. Like, I just want to visit all over the world, man, and just see how people live, see the culture, the food, and just, traveling makes you, it gives you growth in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the only thing is your town, your city, America, then that's the only perspective in life you're going to have, because you never left your city. You know what I'm saying? You never left your town. You never left, you know what I mean? Just like with the whole thing with like New York City and saying like other parts of, New York is not New York, you know what I'm saying? Upstate is not New York. Well, you never left your city. How can you say these things? Like, you know what I'm saying? But, traveling is a beautiful thing, man. And last year, me and my queen, we went to Puerto Rico. We had a wonderful time. It was a wonderful time in Puerto Rico. And, the weather was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? The weather was beautiful. Our room was beautiful. The view that we had the ocean view. So, that was a beautiful thing to wake up to every morning. And I remember, every time I would wake up, my queen would be out on the balcony just looking at the ocean and stuff like that. It's definitely an island type of vibe in Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, it is an island type of thing in Puerto Rico, And I also want to go to like the Bahamas and the Caribbean, and you know what I'm saying? Just travel and see the world, man. I think that's important for you to travel and see the world. And I noticed like a lot of people in America are leaving America. And a lot of people are moving to like Ghana. A lot of people are moving to Germany. You know what I'm saying? Where else, man? Kenya, a lot of people are moving to other parts of the world, man, just to get away from the nonsense from the United States, man. United States paints this picture of being like this holy grail of financial freedom, and it can be that if you set it up right. But if you don't know how to set it up right here in America, and you don't know how to move your money around to where you're not being taxed to death, you know what I'm saying? It could become a nightmare as well. You know what I mean? It can become a nightmare as well. And how you have to sometimes, as a business owner, how you have to navigate through the nonsense, the ordinance and the taxes and all the nonsense you have to go through in order to, to make it as a businessman. You know what I'm saying? And, when it comes to other countries, man, it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? For businesses and people who create jobs for other people, they actually give people who create jobs for other people in other countries tax breaks and stuff like that. Tax breaks and, You know, they don't have to pay ridiculous amounts of taxes and things like that. You know, a lot of people get on like business people who own businesses about how they get all these tax breaks in America and how they don't pay taxes. It's like, well, you know, these people create jobs for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? America's built on the business owner. America wasn't built for the employee. America's about business, period. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a business owner, yes, you're going to get tax breaks. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get a certain amount of tax breaks. If you know the loopholes, you got to know all the loopholes, IRS loopholes and stuff like that in order to get these tax breaks. Know what I mean? But America is about business owners, man. You know what I'm saying? There's so many write-offs and stuff like that you can get for being a business owner, man. But I'm kind of straying away from my original conversation with you guys. But, you know, we spent time in Puerto Rico. We spent 5 days in Puerto Rico. The weather was nice. It was kind of humid at times. And, you know, me personally, you know, I'm coming from the East Coast, Buffalo, New York, upstate New York, and I'm not used to that type of weather. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of humid, and the people were beautiful. You know, my Puerto Rican people were beautiful. My brothers and sisters out there in Puerto Rico, they showed us mad love out there. Know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We went to San Juan, Puerto Rico. Had a good time, but some good things I like about Puerto Rico, and there's some bad things I like about Puerto Rico. Know what I'm saying? Some things that I was kind of shocked. I was kind of shocked, man. But we're going to start off with the good things, man. The good things were the people were beautiful, nice, respectful, treated us like, you know, we were one, like, you know, we were, you know, one of them. Like, we all brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? The weather was beautiful at times. A little bit on the humid side. The view of the ocean, going down on the beach, you know what I mean, and seeing the ocean, the beautiful ocean. That was nice. And then it kind of stops there. That I can think of things that were positive about Puerto Rico. Some of the things that shocked me about Puerto Rico was that it was very Americanized in San Juan. Very Americanized. I was hoping to get more of a culture, Puerto Rican culture, out of San Juan and the experience there. That wasn't the case. It was like I was somewhere here in the United States, which, don't get me wrong, Puerto Rican is a U.S. territory like Guam and U.S. Virgin Islands, but it was very Americanized. You know what I'm saying? We probably were in the wrong part of Puerto Rico. We were probably in the part of Puerto Rico that was made for the American people who want that American experience, even though they're in another country. Me personally, I was looking more. I was trying to really get that a Puerto Rican experience. You know what I'm saying? That true Puerto Rican experience, the culture. I was really hoping to get something out from, you know, the culture of Puerto Rico. Like the food. The food was, and I'm gonna keep it all the way official, man. The food was awful. Our first night in Puerto Rico, we got ripped off by the taxi guy. Us being so excited about, you know, taking a vacation. We hadn't had a vacation. We've been working so hard on our content, you know what I'm saying, online, and we wanted a vacation. We were so excited. We got good deals on the vacation, you know, and we were excited. So we never thought about, you know, checking to see if they had Uber, which I'm sure, of course, they did. You know what I mean? We never checked for the Uber. So this guy came and he got us for like, what, $20-something. And we took an Uber the next day after we slept in for a little bit. And the same ride that guy charges $25 for, we got an Uber for $8. The same ride from that area where the airport's located to our hotel room, it only cost us like not even $8. So we got jacked for a few dollars, but that's the only time they jacked us. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but the food was awful, man. I mean, we went to this little spot and I had I had my usual chicken chimichanga with the rice and the beans and all that. And my queen, she had, I think she had the fried pork chops. Yeah, she had the fried pork chops, and her pork chops looked like plastic. I mean, they were overcooked. Food was awful. My chimichanga, I thought was fresh. It tasted a little off somewhat, but I really couldn't put my finger on it. And then the next day I got sick. I was throwing up, man. It was very humid that day, along with the food. I mean, I was throwing up. It was awful. So I got sick the next day. Really couldn't do nothing. So my queen, she went out and explored a little tiny bit. I told her that, don't go out too far by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Even though we're in Puerto Rico, we're in a whole nother country, and I don't want you to go too far, being in another country and all that. You know what I mean? So she was like, all right. I said, yo, text me when, you get to where your destination is. Don't go too far. Like, know what I mean? And, when it starts to get a little dark, like, come on back. Like, don't be talking to people too much by yourself. You know what I'm saying? So people might try to hem you up or whatever. But she did that, and I stayed in a hotel. I was pretty much sick, but the third day I ended up feeling a little bit better. So we went to Chili's, and the sad part was that, and I'm not knocking Puerto Rico, man, at all. Like, know what I'm saying? I don't know if this is just San Juan, and maybe we were in the wrong part of Puerto Rico, but we went to Chili's. Me and my queen, we had some drinks. I got tore up. You know what I'm saying? Ordered some food. I forgot what I ordered. I think I had a burger or something like that. And I think my queen had the same. We were drunk, talking crazy. You know what I mean? But yo, that food was delicious. And the sad part is it was in Chili's. And it's like, yo, I could have had this back home. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the food was really good. The drinks were really good. It was just like, it's sad that, the food that was good, it was, from a spot like Chili's. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was expecting like authentic, like really good, like Puerto Rican food. Like, yo, I know chicks back home that can like flip. You know what I'm saying? Like they can burn in the kitchen, yo. And it was just like, I couldn't understand it, yo. I couldn't understand it. It was like, I know chicks, like, you know what I'm saying, that friends of mine back home that are Puerto Rican, and they can cook their butt off. Like real stuff, man. Like they can cook their butt off. So, that kind of like messed with my mind a little bit. Then we went to the mall. The next day, I think we went to the mall or something like that. Went to the mall out there, and it was wild, yo. Like, it was wild. Like, I wasn't used to it, man. It was like people and dogs, like little Chihuahua dogs walking all over the place, and all in the mall, and like dogs all over the place, and kids running all over the place. Know what I mean? Kids crying and screaming, like mad kids out. This was around like Halloween. You know what I'm saying? And that bugged me out too. Like, people were celebrating Halloween. I'm like, yo, you don't got your own vibe? Like, you don't got your own thing going on in Puerto Rico? Like, you really on some American, like, type stuff? Celebrating Halloween and all that in Puerto Rico? Like, the whole thing, like, bugged me out, man. And then the little Chihuahua dogs, like, they were taking dumps in the mall. And the mall, the way the mall was set up, it was, like, very odd. Like, it was unorganized. Like, it was just odd, man. It was odd. And, it's noisy, like nonstop noise. Like, here in America, like, what I'm saying, we have respect, what I'm saying, because people got to go to work and all that. What I mean? So 9 times out of 10 in a neighborhood, if you live in a decent neighborhood, like, people shut it down at like 8 or 9 o'clock. Like, you don't hear nothing going on, and it was just like nonstop noise, yo. Like car horns and music playing and, you know, people laughing and giggling and people dancing in the street. And it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It was like a very like people had no worries type thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people just laid back in a way, then not laid back in a way. I don't know how to explain it, you guys. Like, it was wild, man. It was definitely an experience. The whole dog thing in the mall, dogs taking craps in the mall and all that bugged me out, man. Dogs all over the place and all that. And people celebrating Halloween. Like I said, this was around, you know, October and all that when we went. And, you know, so we stopped and got something to eat in the mall. I'm trying to think, what did I have in the mall, man? I don't even remember what I had in the mall. See, that's how bad the food was. I don't even, you know what I'm saying? You know, when you have some good food, you'll remember it no matter what, no matter how long ago it was. I don't even remember what I had in the mall, but, you know, we were sitting down waiting for our food and whatever. That took forever, you know, like, I noticed, like, you know, here in America, you get things like ASAP, like, boom, 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 boom. But, you know, when you go outside of America, like, it's no rush to get you service. There's no rush to get your food out. Everything is just like, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had to get used to that, like, and, you know, after like 20 minutes, 25 minutes waiting for our food, we looking around like, yo, where our food at? And then this older couple, you know what I'm saying? They started talking to us. This guy, he was very nice. He was a local. And I think he said his lady was from, where you say his lady from? North Carolina or something like that. I think he said North Carolina, but he was a cool guy, you know. It was just differences in America, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you get your food in America and somebody's talking to you, people understand that you're getting ready to eat and they'll shut the hell up. But in Puerto Rico, the guy just kept talking, and I was just like, you know what I mean? I just wanted to eat my food, and he kept talking. So I stopped talking. You know what I'm saying? You talk too long, I'm just going to shut down and just ignore you. So that's why I kind of did that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was rude or not, but, you know, that's how I am. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I don't want to talk no more, then that's that. You know what I'm saying? But my lady, you know what I'm saying? She's from the South, and, you know, the not talking is it's a thing of disrespect. When somebody talk to you, you know what I mean? And you don't talk back, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, coming from upstate New York, we don't talk to each other, you know what I'm saying? So if I don't want to talk to you no more, I'm not going to talk to you no more. That's that. You know what I mean? But the whole experience was, you know, I give Puerto Rico a C, you know what I'm saying, for far as the experience. The weather, which was humid at times, but the weather was, you know, nice. The scenery was nice. The beaches were nice and clean for the most part. You know what I'm saying? We went to some other spots. I forgot what it's called. We went to like a little village, and we got like little drinks and stuff like that. You know, what else, man? Had a tough time getting the Uber in the area we were at. I seen a lot of chickens running around in this area. You know, everywhere we went, you know, we went downtown. I forgot what that was called. We went downtown, did a little bit of shopping. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere we went, like, people tried to sell us stuff, like, hey, come in here and have some drinks. Like, they were always trying to get us to buy something. You know what I'm saying? I guess they think all Americans got bread or something like that. You know what I mean? But the whole experience, like I said, I give it a C, man. But yo, this is what, you know, traveling is all about. You know, getting outside your comfort zone, getting outside your city definitely is very important. You know, even if you've never been, even if you don't have, even if you don't want to travel outside of the United States, man, go see some other parts of the United States. Like, get out of, you know, if you live in New York State, get out of New York State, yo. Get out of New York State, man. Go travel. Guys, get up and travel. You only live this lifetime once, man. And once you're gone, that is it. You cannot do anything else, man. Why are you here on this planet? First of all, find you somebody who is like-minded like you and want to get up and do things. You know what I'm saying? You can't be with somebody who, likes to be at home all the time and then you like to travel. You got to be with somebody who likes to travel. You know what I'm saying? You can't be somebody who's a homebody and don't want to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Then you can be stuck at home all the time. Or you stuck with somebody who don't want to do nothing. So, I'm kind of like a homebody, but, I like to get out sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's good to stay in the house all the time. It's not. You know what I'm saying? You got to get out, get some fresh air. You know what I mean? I'm not the social butterfly that be talking to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of an observer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Observe my area and my surroundings, and I listen to what you saying. You know what I'm saying? And digest what you're saying, but I'm not the social butterfly. My queen, she's the social butterfly. She like being around a lot of people. She like to get out all the time. Like, I don't like getting out all the time. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like being in the house all the time. It's like a 50-50 thing with me, you know what I'm saying? But I do like to travel. I do like to get out sometime. You got to, man. You got to. You only live this life once, man. It can't always be about, work. That's the one thing about my ex-wife that, I got to give her credit for, because before I met her, I was all about work. And then she was like, she told me one day, she's like, you can't be just about work all the time, because at the time I was working like 2 jobs, you know what I'm saying? And she said, you can't be about work all the time. You got to get out, travel and do stuff. And I looked at her like she was crazy. I'm like, what do you mean it can't be about work? You know what I'm saying? I'm getting this money. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting this money. What are you talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? But she was right. You know what I'm saying? And you'll find out when you hit, 35, 40, 45, and you know what I'm saying? You'll find out that you're going to be 35 and 40, and you're going to be like, man, all I do is work. You know what I'm saying? All I do is work. You know what I'm saying? What have I done to, broaden my horizons? What have I done with my life? You know what I mean? So, you got to do things not only with your significant other, but with your kids too, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they have memories and stuff like that they can cherish and remember. Like, remember dad, when we went da-da-da-da, or remember mom, dad, when we went, you know what I'm saying? You got to do things with them too, man, to make them cultured. So they're not just stuck in, you know what I mean? They're not stuck with, the realms of just their neighborhood, or the realms of just their state, or the realms of just America. They're cultured. They're seeing something. Just look at Kobe Bryant, for example. You know what I'm saying? Kobe Bryant was a cultured guy, and he can relate to everybody. He can relate to the sisters and brothers. He can relate to, he can speak French. You know what I'm saying? He can relate to, you know what I'm saying? He lived in Italy. He can speak Italian. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kobe was very cultured, and you look how Kobe turned out. You know what I mean? Very intelligent guy. And I think that Kobe don't get enough credit for being an intelligent man than an intelligent basketball player. I think he's an intelligent basketball player first, and then an intelligent man second. And I think it's the other way around. I think Kobe Bryant was an intelligent man first, because it takes intelligence first in order to play basketball second. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I looked at Kobe. I look at Kobe as an intelligent man first, and an intelligent basketball player second, because, Kobe was so talented and intelligent, you know what I'm saying? And he has such a deep intellect. You know what I mean? A lot of people in the league, in the industry, in the NBA, were jealous of Kobe Bryant. Facts. Allegedly, Shaq was one of them. So, Shaq carrying out these crocodile tears and all that. Allegedly, he was jealous of Kobe. You know what I'm saying? This is allegedly. I don't know. But, you have to become more cultured, guys. And this is definitely, this message is really pointing towards the brothers and sisters. Like, we got to do more with our life than the 9-to-5 grind, the BS at home, you know what I'm saying? The kids all over the place and not doing what we need to do. We need to tighten up our stuff and become more cultured. Financially, just all the way around the board, guys. All the way around the board. But, if you decide to travel to one of these spots that you don't need a passport, you know what I'm saying? Check them out, man. Go to Guam. Go to U.S. Virgin Island territories, man. Check them out. Actually, me and my queen are looking into actually moving to the Virgin Islands. You know what I'm saying? Once these businesses, really pop off, you know what I'm saying, where we can stack the bread, we out of here, man. We out of here. Our goal is to check out Kentucky, get land in Kentucky, because land in Kentucky is very cheap. And if we like whatever area we decide to buy land at, that's what we're gonna do. And buy land in Kentucky and get something set up here, so we can go back and forth to Kentucky and the Virgin Islands, and we're gonna spend most of our time in the Virgin Islands. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal. You know what I'm saying? Everything work out, business wise. That's the goal, man. That's the goal. You know what I'm saying? But that is my take in this podcast episode, guys. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Please share this podcast with everybody you know. You know what I mean? But I am your gracious host, Jupiter 9, and I just want to say peace and love to everybody. Take care. One.